Hello, hello, and welcome back once again to Hokkaido, and today we're going to clear up a few of the leftovers, discoveries, feats and redacted challenges, starting with Namaste, which we will get to later in the video. But first of all, we are going to take care of the I think he's dead now redacted challenge, which entails basically killing Eric Soda's twice. So for this, all we need to bring with us really is some lethal poison, and that's not even for these challenges, that's just to take out Yuki Yamazaki, get her out of the way before we move on to the challenges. So, right from the start, off the bat, what we're going to do is acquire ourselves a lead pipe and a change of disguise. So, we're going to make our way out of our apartment and round to the right and down to the cable car platform, and we're just going to give Yuki a little nudge on the way past just to slow her down a little bit. So with our lead pipe acquired, we're going to make our way back up the ramp all the way to the very top, past the doctor who is currently wearing our disguise. We'll give him a nudge as well, just for the hell of it. And once we reach the top of the ramp, we're going to make our way to the left into the bathroom, and we are going to knock out the permanent resident. There we go. Retrieve our lead pipe, and we're going to hide the permanent resident of the bathroom in the cubicle directly behind us. It's the one on the right as you're facing it. The one on the left is occupied. So with this guy now safely tucked away, all we have to do is await the arrival of the doctor. And on instinct you can see that's him just making his way up to the top of the ramp. He will stop at the top of the ramp, and what we will do then is open the door, throw our lead pipe into the corner of the room. That will gain his attention, and when he comes into the room to investigate, we can knock him out, hide him with the permanent bathroom resident and take his outfit. So with him unconscious, we're just going to drag him back into the cubicle back here, hide his body in the closet provided. There we go, nice and snug. We're going to take his outfit so he doesn't overheat. And we're going to go and retrieve our lead pipe. Mustn't forget our lead pipe. So with that now all acquired, put the lead pipe away, yep, there we go. We are now going to make our way back down the ramp, and we're going to go and take care of Yuki Yamazaki. And for this we are going to need a second outfit, namely that of one of the guards, one of the black guards, the ones dressed in black. And some of them have face masks on, some of them do not. It doesn't matter which one we get. So we're just going to throw our lead pipe up against the side of the cable car. That will attract the attention of one of the two guards over there. And when they go to investigate, we can sneak up behind them, knock them out. We're going to retrieve their gun, retrieve our lead pipe. We're going to move their body ever so slightly closer to the cable car itself. And we're going to take his outfit. Now, unfortunately, eventually, his body will be discovered. Eventually. It does take a very long time. Much more time than we need. But just to be aware that his body there will, after quite some time, be discovered. I'm not even sure who by. But once we have our blackguard outfit, we can make our way into Yuki Yamazaki's room if she isn't here. Into the bedroom area, poison the bottle of water on the table with the lethal poison, and that's Yuki taken care of. So now we can move on to the I think he's dead now redacted challenge, and for this we are going to need to make our way to the morgue, retrieving the neural remote on our way and the doctor's outfit again, which is why we grabbed it in the first place. Because we're going to need this for the second Soda's kill. So we've got to kill Eric Soda's twice. The first kill, we are going to take out his heart by using the neural chip remote to gain access to the organ room.
47. I have intel about that bandaged patient.
So we're just going to make our way into the bowels of the hospital and along to the morgue, past the canteen area, and just as we come out of the other side of the canteen, in the sleeping quarters area, we will find the neuro remote, which I have completely run straight past. And there we go, we're just going to run back for it quickly. So the neuro remote's just on the bed here. Now we have that, we can continue on to the morgue. And once in here, we should only encounter a couple of enforcers. This outfit, the doctor's or the director's outfit, is actually quite good for getting around. So we can run straight past the two morticians into the security office. And we're going to knock out the security guard in here. We're going to hide his body in the cupboard provided. Take his gun as well. While we're here, we might as well take out the surveillance system, as we have been seen by a couple of cameras. There we go. So now we're just going to select our neuro remote, make our way back past the surgeon here, trigger the remote as we go, and that will send him into a little tizzy or a frenzy, or he'll have an epiphany of some sort, and he will go into the organ room where Eric Soda's heart is located, and he will dismiss the two guards in there. And when he does, we can just walk up behind him and eliminate him out of our way and destroy Eric Soda's heart. He is the only enforcer to us in this area, so he is the only person we actually need to avoid. So once he goes into the room, he's going to turn around and dismiss the guards. And we're just going to stand here just out of sight. And once the guards come out, we can freely move straight in and knock out the surgeon, or the mortician, or whoever he is. So once the guards leave, we're free to just walk straight in, knock him out, hide him in the cupboard, and we're going to destroy Eric Soda's heart in the usual fashion. Give it a good squeeze. Right, so that's part one of I Think He's Dead Now taken care of. So we're just going to exit the organ room and make our way up past the stem cell room, up the stairs all the way to the very top, up to the observation lounge. We're going to enter into the observation lounge, just to be aware that that guy there is an enforcer, and we're going to make our way into the mainframe area and into where Kai is housed, and we're just going to pull out one of her mainframes, and that should, although it hasn't for some reason, it should trigger a reboot, but it hasn't happened. So let's just pull out another piece of the mainframe. I'm guessing maybe that'll work. That's done it.
System is rebooting.
So what we need to do now is pull out each of these mainframe components in the order that the lights came up in. So for me it was 3, and then number 4, and then number 1, and then number 2 finally. And that will shut down Kai. And what we're going to do now is just wait here for a moment, because the enforcer who we walked past in the observation lounge is about to make his way through past the mainframe here. I'm sure he's only walking like this just in case you decide to shut down Kai and burst straight out of the mainframe, and he's there to spot you. But once he's gone past, we're free to exit the mainframe, approach the terminal directly opposite us, and take out Eric Sodas himself.
That's both targets down. Time to find an exit. We're done here.
And that will get you, I Think He's Dead Now Redacted challenge. Once we leave the mainframe, it should pop up for us. There it goes. So with that one now taken care of, we are going to make our way down towards the sauna, and we are going to take care of the Namaste Redacted challenge. For this one, we don't need any disguises or anything like that. We just need a wrench. That's the only thing we're going to need, which is why we're going to go right through the bowels of the hospital, through the morgue, back down into the central corridor, and we're going to run straight through the central corridor, past the canteen, past the aquarium, and out into the loading dock area. And it's straight down the central corridor right to the very end. And once we get to the loading bay area, we will find ourselves a wrench. So just through this final door here, and we're in the loading bay, and just on the table to our left we'll find the wrench, being aware that there is one more enforcer down here. Once we've got the wrench in our possession, we can make our way up the stairs and into the sauna. And we want to go past the actual sauna room itself and into the back room here. And we are going to turn up the temperature of the sauna. And what we want to do now is we need those two guys to leave before we trigger the fire alarm. So while we're waiting for them to go, we're also going to turn off the cold water for the spa outside. And these two guys still haven't left. So once this guy, this pasty little guy here, leaves the sauna, there he goes, we can now turn around, and on the pipes, or by the pipes on the wall, we will find a fire alarm, and we're just going to trigger the fire alarm. And we're going to wait right here. You can actually just leave and make your way towards an exit at this point. But what we want to wait for is the fire alarm to stop. And once the fire alarm stops and we exit this little room, Namaste should pop for us. So there we go. There's the Namaste challenge. So you just have to turn up the heat in the sauna, turn off the cold water in the spa, and then trigger the fire alarm. If you don't wait for those two guys to leave, when you trigger the fire alarm, they stop and they die in there, which is why we waited. But once that's all taken care of, we're just going to head out of the spa and down the ramp and to our waiting snow ski. So there you go, that's Namaste, and I think he's dead now, both taken care of. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.